Hello guys, fairbinaryoptions.com. Looking at the euro and US dollar and trying to understand what the heck was this move to the upside that the market did today in the London session. And the answer or the conclusion is related mainly to the fundamental side, in the sense that we did have some mergers and acquisitions news out of the United States and Europe, and this is why, or this was the reason for the flows that came and moved markets. I'm talking about markets here that that were influenced by the General Electric coming to buy the Alstom in France, and the Pfizer of the United States, the giant, coming to buy AstraZeneca in the United Kingdom, and those flows moved into the market, into the currency market as well. However, so with that move, price or market waited for the London session to start, aggressively moved higher. The gap, we might consider the gap already being closed. So something like this, I would say it can be considered closed, and everybody's happy at this very moment of time. However, what next? Well, I would say that what we had here, I was looking for this triangle to break to the downside actually, but because of the fact that it broke to the upside, then the B2D trend line of it should be this one here. The B2D trend line like this, and then this one should be considered as being the C2, the A and C trend line, and the triangle broke higher. However, I still think that the move in the end will turn out to be a bearish one for the euro and the US dollar, and the bearishness should come and be seen in the days to come. I am saying that from the high, still these lows, if you take a Fibonacci retracement, we have a retracement more than 61.8, and I would say in terms of Elliott waves, this should be labeled wave A, and this wave A is a corrective wave. It is being called a double zigzag, and this is ABC, X, ABC, double zigzag, or a three-way structure for wave A for this flat, as I would say is going to be a flat. Then the B wave to the upside. And then of course the C wave to the downside to come, so A and the B, and now I'm looking for a five-way structure. And this five-way structure is mandatory to be an impulsive move. And if you look at the retracement level, this is 61.8, but it is more than 80%. This means a common flat. In a common flat, what's happening is that you need we need a five-way structure to come now. So this to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to break these lows in less than the time taken for the whole B wave to form, as in a common flat, the B wave is the most time consuming. So by projecting this on the right side, you'll have the outcome for the euro and the US dollar for the days to come. I would say that heading into the FOMC on this Wednesday and heading into the non-farm payrolls is going to be an interesting week, to say the least. Five-way structure to come here, as the C wave is definitely not going to end around here, because it needs to break these lows, and that will be the target again for the euro and the US dollar. Well, when you have such a target, but you have such an important event to come in front of you, the logical thing to do is to buy put options, and I am buying put options right here, right now, with end of week expiration date. I want to buy them end of week expiration date, meaning on Friday when the US markets are going to close. So actually Friday 20 GMT this will expire. So buying put options with end of week expiration date is my recommendation, and it remains to be seen if the market will confirm the scenario or the analysis or not. However, looking at current levels and looking at the rejection and looking at the fact that everybody was looking for the highs to be broken, I would say that those highs are not to be broken that easy. Path of least resistance still stays to the downside, and therefore we're buying put options. Thank you very much for being here. This is fairbinaryoptions.com, and all this analysis and recommendations are possible due to the help of our sponsor here, Lionhive. Thank you again. Make sure you check lionhive.com, fairbinaryoptions.com, and the videos on the Binary Options Academy, as there is a great educational content there. Bye bye.